Time for my January TBR. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zacks Books, and today I've got my January TBR for you. I've got 7 books here. We will link what we can down below. It's a brand new year. Tomorrow is the new year. Podcast is also going back up tomorrow. So all that information's down below. Yes, podcasts are back. Very exciting. Bookstagram is also down below. Danielle's channel's down below. Almost to 1,000 subbies. Yay, bubba. It's that time of year, January, and got a TBR for you. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the books. Alright, first book up is the buddy read of the month, and that is Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates. It's a Darcy Coates book. It's winter. It's not really wintry out right now, but I'm sure the snow will start coming. I mean, it's Darcy Coates. Danielle's read a couple of her now. I've read a lot of Darcy Coates, so obviously I'm going to have this in my TBR. The little blurb on the back says, 8 strangers, 1 killer, nowhere left to run. So I'm going to presume, again, obviously because I know it's Darcy Coates, I don't really need to read the back, but based off what I'm seeing on the cover and what that means is it's going to be a kind of like a closed-in, locked door thriller, murder mystery type thing, or a complete haunted house story. Again, Darcy Coates is very synonymous for that. So, but yeah, it's our buddy read. We're very excited for it, and yeah, there you have Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates. Alright, the next one up is another winter book that is by another favorite author of mine, and that is Keelan Patrick Burke's Guests. So, I have not read a KPB book in a very long time. Keelan Patrick Burke. I actually don't remember the last one that I read. It's been a while, because I haven't really gotten much from him lately. So yeah, I'm very excited to get to this book. The other one I have that's another short, wintry book is Snow by Ronald Malfi. Yeah. Insert clip of that video. So these are both short little winter books that we have, short stories. There's really not much to really say about them. They're really short. I'm very excited to get to these because I believe Keelan Patrick Burke has been probably the best short story writer I've read so far. No offense, Stephen King, but I think Keelan Patrick Burke's got to beat. Alright, so two wintry horror short story type books here. I'm excited to get to both of these. Again, hopefully snow starts coming down, but at the same time I really don't want snow. I'm like one of those people who's in between. Like, I like a winter with no snow, but at the same time I want snow. So, whatever. So, yeah, there you have Guests by Keelan Patrick Burke and Snow by Ronald Malfi. Alright, next book up is one that I actually got during the Barnes & Noble holiday sale. They had like a, what was it, 30% off, 33% off hardcovers or something like that. This book, Danielle had mentioned this book as we were walking past it, just like, hey, this book is like da-da-da-da-da, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I read it, and the first like sentence in the blurb, I was like, I want to read this. Whale Fall by Danielle Kraus. There's also a signed edition, which is really cool. So this book this cover is really cool looking. I will say the blurb, yeah, a scuba diver is swallowed by an 80-foot, 60-ton sperm whale and has only 1 hour to escape before his oxygen runs out in this gripping, moving, and scientifically accurate novel. I was sold. I did actually get this a couple days ago, and I actually had the intent to read this before the end of the year, but then I thought about it and I was like, part of me thinks this could be like a Project Hail Mary book. Like, this could be a very good book, and I like have an odd feeling that I'm really going to like it, and I already have my top 10 of the year like already like planned. We still have to film it, but I don't want to mess that up, so save it for next year. Here we are, January TBR. I am very excited for this, just because I don't know, I just have a feeling it's going to be like a Project Hail Mary for me. Like this, like, adventurer like befriends some creature, and it's going to be the sperm whale, and like just like Rocky in Project Hail Mary. Like I feel like this whale is going to be like one of my favorite characters, even though he probably is going to have nothing to do with anything in this book. But I already like this whale. I mean, look at this whale. So I'll end it there. There you have Whale Fall by Daniel Kraus. All right. So the next book up is one that Danielle got me for Christmas. I'm very excited because I remember when this book first came out, and honestly, I don't even know if I can pronounce the author's name. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. So this is like a special like holiday, like Christmas edition, which is really cool. So anyway, this is a book that I think it was this year this book came out, and it had the cover of the book, or like the spines or like the pages had like little dragons on them and stuff like that. Sold out everywhere and anywhere. Like nobody could get them in stock. They like had to start making them with like just regular pages. Like it was like insane how popular this book was. I know very little to nothing about this. I believe it's a fantasy book of some sort involving like dragons, at least based off of the blurb I read. Enter the brutal and elite world of a war college for dragon riders, from the #1 New York Times bestselling author Rebecca Yarros. So, I know there's a sequel, which we also have. Something Gate?
Iron Flame.
Nothing Gate. Whatever. So, I'm very excited because Danielle wants me to try and read this. There's all this hype with this book. Was this one of Barnes & Noble's, like, books of the year? Like,
I don't know.
Like, top one. If it was, then, like, let me know down in the comments. Because it was very, very popular. But I also, at the same time, I feel like another book won, and it was, like, it's weird that it won. But whatever. So, this book, a lot of hype. If you've read this book, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Obviously, keep it spoiler-free for me. And, yeah. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Alright, the last two I'm going to talk about at the same time just because they're obvious. They have been on combined probably 10 to 15 TBRs, not gonna lie. I also did a video with the last 5 Stephen King books I have to read. I will post that, or link it up here, wherever. The two that I'm planning to put into this is because I'm halfway through Bizarre Bad Dreams still. It's been impossible to try and get to that thing, dude. Anyway, the two that I have for January that are planned is Lissy's Story, finally. Well, I've said that in the past couple TBRs this has been on. And the big chunky Nightmares and Dreamscapes. So for January, I'm hoping to get to these. I don't know if I will, but I'm going to attempt it. I know in February, Danielle and I have some vacation time, because honestly, we haven't had time off since Mav was born. So, and Daddy needs it. So anyway, Nightmares and Dreamscapes has got a bunch of short stories. It's a short story collection. I'm very excited to get to it. And Lissy's Story is, as I said, I believe it's about a widow who stumbles across her husband's past works. He was a writer, and like he died, and she's like going through the attic, going through his stuff, and a bunch of stuff happens. I'm very excited to get to both of these books. I'm excited to get to all of these books. I'm just so dead set on Whale Fall, man. I just have a feeling that book is going to be good. But now I'm like hyping it up, and I feel like it's like, if it's
you should make it your first read of the year.
If it's bad, I feel like it's good. That, you know how iconic that'd be if my first read of the year became my best book of the year. When did I read Swan Song? Was that February? Whatever. We're kind of bantering on here. Anyway, yeah, so there you have Nightmares and Dreamscapes and Lissy's Story by Stephen King. Alright, so those are the books on my January TBR. Again, always subject to change. Adding, subtracting books all the time, as you guys have seen in the past, or I just don't read for the month. Let me know what you're planning to read for the month of January. Let me know in the comments down below. Again, tomorrow is day 1 of the podcast. We are trying to get back into weekly, but obviously a lot of that's going to be dependent on Maverick and, well, me, honestly. So episode 1 comes out tomorrow. It's a good one. I won't give any spoilers or say anything about it, but go listen. And also down there is Danielle's channel, again, close to 1,000 subscribers. Get her to it, and I am close to 5,000 subscribers. My goal is to try and get there by the end of the year, but I just didn't produce content for about 4 months out of the year. So yeah, get me to 5,000. Yay, that'll be a good goal for 2024. Alright, so yeah, we'll have these linked down below. Again, down below, let me know what books you're planning to read for January, or what your goals are for 2024. Maybe I'll make a video with that. Probably not. Alright, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Later.